Yeah. Yeah, I think this feels right here. Fuck. I'm supposed to be the gun guy. I fucking love lever actions. Anyway, welcome back to another Helldivers video. Today, for you, I have the Bounty Hunter build, which is a influence and a bit of a mix of inspiration from, of course, Red Dead Redemption and Boba Fett, surprisingly enough, which you'll see the point in that later in the video, but as of right now, that is all you need to know. Let's go ahead and go over our build for today, and the majority of all the things coming out of this is going to come from the Borderline Justice War Bond that came out probably a couple months ago as of recording this now. And your primary weapon, of course, from that will be the R6 Deadeye, which is not exactly this, but, you know, close enough. The R6 Deadeye also is now on my bucket list for firearms I would like to recreate one day. Right up next to the Doomslayer shotgun, which will be in my cabinet one day, I promise you. For your secondary weapon, you could either go with the Senator, as God intended, or you could go with the Talon, which is pretty neat, but in my opinion, I'm not the biggest fan of that particular sidearm, but you do you. Come to think of it now, if you wanted to use the Bushwhacker, I believe that would fit within this role-playing build, so go with that. As for your throwable, you'll be using dynamite, of course, as any great westerner would. Just carry a pack of dynamite around. As for your armor, there were two sets that came with the Borderline Justice War Bond, a medium armor set and a heavy armor set. For this particular one, I used the medium set, but of course you can use either one you wish. Now for our stratagems, I did think very hard about this one. Your backpack should be the new hover pack that came with that war bond to mimic Boba Fett a little bit. Then, because we are a futuristic western gunslingers, I figured it'd be fitting to bring the Gatling Sentry, as it is the clear evolution of the original crank Gatling machine gun, which is a vibe. Then we're going to take the Orbital Rail Cannon Strike because it really feels like Deadeye on steroids for your battleship, basically. And as I was writing this, I kind of had the epiphany that I should have used the Gatling Barrage, but I didn't think about that at the time because I'm a little retarded. So instead, I went with the Eagle 110s for no fucking reason in particular. I really don't know. As for the booster, I ran Experimental Infusion because what is a good bounty hunter if you are not consistently under the influence of copious amounts of cocaine and morphine? Moving on. With all that explained, let's jump right in. And to preface this, we are only playing on level 5, not only because I kind of lost touch with the game for a while and have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, but also because that is the only level I could find that had the Eliminate Targets mission, which is just glorified bounty hunting to a certain extent. I started with the bots, so let me just go through how these weapons perform in a solo game. The lever gun one-shots all of the smaller enemies, and 2 to 3 shots devastators depending on your shot placement. The Gatling Sentry works well for crowd control, dynamite does good for groups, and of course you have the rail cannon and Eagle 110s for tanks and striders. And as long as you're good enough and not a scrub at the game, you can use the Senator to one-shot Hulks right in the eye. So, you know, since you are a gunslinging westerner, you should be able to do that with ease. Oh, and the hover pack is pretty baller. Overall, on the bots, this build was fun, and other than dying to the DSS Eagle Strikes one too many times, overall, I would recommend this build, for the bots at least. It's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Now, how did I perform on the bugs? Well, the lever gun works well with the majority of enemies, and the Senator is also pretty nice. Because of its faster reload speed, I actually wound up using the Senator more than the lever action in general just because I was running around so much. The dynamite was more effective on bugs rather than bots for obvious reasons. The rail cannon hits very hard against the chargers and impalers, as we all know. Gatling Sentry, of course, works very well with breaches, and the Eagle 110s are more than helpful with a lack of large weaponry. The hover pack is much more effective on bugs than bots. And you could almost use yourself as a suited up guard dog to an extent, where you can fly up above all the enemies and rain down whatever flavor of hellfire you do so conceive. Overall, the build was really fun and was fairly effective. One of these days, we may have to try it out on stream with a full lobby on max difficulty and see how we fare then. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking this fucking hat off because it's a little too tight for my skull, and I will catch you in the next one.
Like the video. Like. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. Ring the bell.